Well, good morning, friends. Ben Elliott here from Deer Park Church, just to share a daily encouragement with you. You know, the sun is truly out now. Someone told me this is one of those years when we go straight from winter to summer and have really no spring at all. I noticed my trees don't have any buds on them, or only really teeny tiny ones, but yet it already feels like it's in the high teens for weather in the afternoon, and I just want to get out and ride my bike. But spring is also a time when one of my greatest fears comes out. Now, I know we all have different fears in life. I have heard, which is not something that I struggle with, but I have heard that one of the biggest fears that people have is public speaking, which is interesting. It's interesting how we're all kind of wired up differently in that way. But I also think that many of us have secret fears, something that we're afraid of that other people don't know about. So I will boldly share my secret fear with you as long as you all promise not to prank me with it. And I'm getting better and better as the years go by. But I have legitimately a secret fear of caterpillars. So I'm actually okay with the fuzzy ones, which are the dangerous ones, because they seem so slow and passive, although they apparently can give you a horrible rash. You shouldn't touch them at all. Although in Indonesia, there's kind of a folk remedy for that. If you brush a caterpillar, a fuzzy caterpillar, and your skin gets to be inflamed, you have to rub hair on it, or like rub it on your hair. Apparently helps. I don't know if that works or not. I just stay clear. But the bigger the caterpillar and kind of the weirder looking and smooth bodied the caterpillar, the creepier and unnervinger it is to me. And so I love butterflies and even moths, as long as they're outside, but I do not like caterpillars at all. One time when I was 10, I saw a big caterpillar, like probably this long, in the alley behind my house. And I genuinely had like a panic attack about the caterpillar. And my mom had to kind of talk me down. And she basically had to say, the caterpillar is like 100 meters in that direction. It cannot get you. But it's interesting. Sometimes fear just gets a hold of us. You know, these days, and the days that we're in, there are a lot of things to fear, the regular things and the unregular things. But fear, once it gets inside you, makes you so you can't make a good decision about stuff. It disrupts your mind, so you can't go, a caterpillar can walk at 1 kilometer a day, maybe, and it's 100 meters that way. I can escape from that caterpillar whenever. But yet, fear, once it gets in us, it doesn't matter if it's rational or irrational. It can kind of lodge in our mind and throw us off course. So I was reading the book of Isaiah this week, in Isaiah chapter 8. And reading in the New Living Translation, which I really like, but isn't the translation I grew up with. But I love the New Living Translations. Very evangelical, very clear to read. And in Isaiah chapter 8, it says this, 8 verse 11 and 12. The Lord has given me a strong warning not to think like everyone else. He said, don't call everything a conspiracy like they do, and don't live in dread of what frightens them. Make the Lord of heaven's army holy in your life. He is the one you should fear. He is the one who should make you tremble, and he will keep you safe. That's Isaiah 8, 11 to 14. I love what God's word to Isaiah is there. You know, he's speaking in a context where every single person in their whole city and country is dealing with the same problem, the invading Assyrian army. And God does not spare them from that problem. The army comes and actually destroys them, eventually destroys them. They're protected by their faith in God through King Hezekiah later on. But eventually, all the surrounding cities are destroyed. But in the middle of it, God says, Don't think like everyone else does, and don't fear what they fear. Don't live in dread of what they live in dread of. Because once that fear seeps in, it derails us from all the other good that God has put around them. So today, I just wanted to warm you up with a daily encouragement. Number one, you can know that everyone else has a secret fear. Just like you do, I'm thinking, well, I hope everyone else has a secret fear. I know I do. When you see your caterpillar on the tree branch this spring, do not mail it to me. I don't want to see it at all. But don't fear what everyone else is fearing. Fear the Lord. He is able to keep us safe, even from the caterpillars, but certainly from all those other big things in life. Let our trust in Him be the thing that takes that different place, even though it's challenging sometimes. Because once fear gets a grip, it's terribly hard to dislodge. God bless you, my friends, and I hope you have a wonderful day.